Hello guys, it is me, Victoria. So today I was thinking that I had something possibly valuable I could share. So if you guys don't know, I run a what I call rejection club. We get together on Sundays and practice doing different rejection challenges. Now, a lot of guys come to the meetup because they want to work on their approach anxiety, fear of asking women out, or men actually sometimes. So a lot of times it seems that one of their main problems is like they will try to get into this conversation with the girl. Then they try to suss out whether or not the woman wants to be asked out. Like, is she giving them kind of this open body language? Is she smiling like excessively and basically giving them a wide open door so they basically have 1% or less chance of being rejected? Then they ask. And what they'll usually do is get into a conversation with a girl, and then they'll just say at the end, oh, I couldn't think of a moment to ask, and so I didn't ask for her number. And they come back and tell me this, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, you're idiots. Now, I don't think they're idiots because I realize that men have a difficult job having to ask women out, and I respect their, like, the struggle. So I don't really mean like they're idiots, but in my head as a girl, I'm thinking that's not how it works. First of all, first mistake guys make is thinking that the girl is ever going to give them a totally open door to asking for their number. Like, a girl is never going to be smiling so much, so flirtatious back, so warm, so friendly, unless she happens to be, an extremely extroverted and confident girl, and that's really not the norm. It's quite rare. I mean, there are a lot of extroverts out there, but even extrovert women are on guard when a stranger approaches them. So they're never going to be 1000% giving you these open signals, because, like, from my perspective, I would never do that myself, because if I did, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, well, this is telegraphing to the guy, hey, why don't we go back to my apartment and have sex right now? Yeah, no, I'm not going to put up a fight. No, it's completely fine with me. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, why would I give this guy just like this total warmth and openness? I mean, it's going to go straight to his head. He's going to want to have sex like right now, and that's just a horrible idea. Like, I need to put up some sort of guard, some sort of reserve, so he doesn't just think he, you know, has a easy walkway from here to like the nearest motel. So that's really what's going on in girls' heads, and that's why they're not going to make it seem so obvious that they want you to ask them out, even if deep down they do. So don't be discouraged if a girl isn't giving you, like, a bright green flashing light that says, ask for my number. No, you need to ask anyway, no matter what. Point number 2 is I gave this guy, who I'm thinking about in particular, a line, which after I heard, he came back and he said, oh yeah, I didn't ask their number. And I explained this to him. I'm like, all right, you got to ask anyway. They're never going to give you this green flashing light. And then I gave him a line to use, which then worked for him the next try. And it seems to be really working for him. Like, I feel like it just set him on a really good roll. So I want to share that line with you, which as a woman, I feel would be effective on me too. And is a way for a guy to basically approach a woman on the street, have, a conversation where she's not giving him that green flashing light, and still ask for the number. So basically, what you gotta say is, I know this sounds totally strange and out of the blue, but I had to ask, can I have your number? So what that line does, or some variation of that line, like, I know this is crazy, I know we haven't talked that much, I know this is totally out of the blue, but I'd never forgive myself if I didn't ask, can I have your number? That to a woman makes total sense, because they're just saying, because as a guy, you're saying to her, hey, I know we haven't talked a lot. I know our conversation was like really superficial, but there's just something about you deep down that makes me feel that if I don't ask you, I'm going to regret it. And as a woman, like, we understand that. I don't know, and it's just different than some guy coming up and saying, hey, can I have your number? Because in that sense, you're thinking, oh, the guy, he just thinks I'm hot. All right, he's just trying to, like, ask all these women on the street for their number. There's nothing special about me, but with my special line, hey, I know this is weird. I know this is really out of the blue, but I had to ask. The woman thinks, you know what? There's something about me. He can't put his finger on it. He had this intuition that there's something about me that he likes. And a woman will feel really flattered by that. Because as women, we don't want to be seen just for our looks, right? Like, I don't know if guys really understand that. It's so frustrating when you're a person and you have so many thoughts and feelings and, a personality, and all guys see is that you're hot. You're just some cookie cutter hot person or whatever. Or you're attractive enough, and it's frustrating. And women want to be seen as unique and special for who they really are. And by saying that line, hey, I know this is weird, but I just had to ask, it's like they had to ask. It's like something about who they are compelled them to ask. It's not just like, yo, I need to practice talking to women, and you seem like, thin enough or whatever. Like, a lot of guys at the club, they'll just be like, oh yeah, there's no one here I can ask, and it just seems like, yeah, there's no one, like, attractive enough. And as women, we want to be seen for more than the external, just like, a guy would want to be seen for more than his external appearance. Although he might enjoy that because he's never desired for his external appearance. But anyways, you can tell, like, women get sick of it because guys are just all about the external. So, a lot of times. So anyway, guys, what do you think of my line? Try that line. I really feel like it's almost the best way to approach women. I have another one that I'll share later, but this one worked. And it worked for that guy first time. He came back and he was so excited and happy. So anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Bye.